Hello everyone, I Pradeep Kumar from Sri Rama Bharati Public School. This video is regarding Geography Chapter 2nd, Natural Resources. Class 8th. According to this video, we are talking about land and soil resources. Land resources. Land is the most important natural resource. Why it is known as most important natural resource? Because we live on land, it supports natural vegetation and wildlife. We perform our economic activities on land and use it in different ways to fulfill our needs. It means all our economic activities depend on the land. It covers only about one fourth of the total area of Earth's surface. 90% of the world population occupies only 30% of land area, and the rest 10% population lives in 70% land area. The rest of the land is either sparsely populated or not inhabited because of the rugged topography, low-lying areas. On land, there is uneven distribution of population. Population is undistributed. Population is there, unevenly distributed population is there. Sparsely populated areas are rugged topography, steep slopes of mountains, low-lying areas, desert areas, thick forest areas, etc. These all are sparsely populated areas. Sparsely populated where very less population is there and their climate is not suitable for the human beings. Next one is densely populated areas. Densely populated जहाँ बहुत ज़्यादा population रहती है, जहाँ पर उनके suitable climate जहाँ पर होती है, all the factors are there. Then plains and river valleys are densely populated areas because here suitable factors are there. So these are attract more and more people. Our ancient civilization have developed in the plain and river valleys areas. On the basis of ownership, there are two types of lands are there. First one is private land, the land which is owned by individual, जो किसी एक प्राइवेट कैंडिडेट की होती है, दैट इज नोन एज प्राइवेट लैंड. एंड नेक्स्ट वन इज कम्युनिटी लैंड, जो कि पूरी किसी प्राइवेट कैंडिडेट की ना होकर पूरी कम्युनिटी की जो लैंड होती है, दैट इज कम्युनिटी लैंड. इट इज ए लैंड ओन्ड बाय कम्युनिटी फॉर कॉमन यूजेस लाइक कलेक्शन ऑफ फूडर, फॉरेस्ट, medical herbs. These community lands are also called common property resources. These are known as common property resources. Next one is land use. Land is used for a variety of purposes. काफ़ी सारे पर्पज के लिए हम लैंड का यूज करते हैं. से फॉर एग्रीकल्चर, सेटिंग ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज, बिल्डिंग houses, airports, shopping malls, mining, forestry, construction of roads, etc. This is termed as land resource. All these things we need land. इन सभी की चीज़ों के लिए हमें लैंड की नीड होती है. Now factors of land resources are there. Land use. Factors of land use. There are two factors are there. First one is physical factor. इन फिजिकल फैक्टर्स जिस क्लाइमेट में टेम्परेचर है, रेनफॉल है, प्रेशर एंड ह्यूमिडिटी आर देयर. सोयल टाइप्स टर्न माउंटेन, सोयल टेरेन, माउंटेन्स, प्लेट्यूड्स एंड प्लेन्स, मिनरल्स एंड अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ फॉरेस्ट. सेकेंड फैक्टर इज ह्यूमन फैक्टर सच एज पॉपुलेशन, डेंसिटी, टेक्नोलॉजिकल कैपेसिटी, economic status, culture and tradition, etc. Now, soil. Soil is the thin layer of grainy substances covering the surface of the earth. It is made up of the organic matter, minerals, and weather rocks found on the earth. Minerals and weather rocks found on the earth. It takes millions of years to form soil, up to few centimeter and hundreds of years to make just 1 centimeter of soil. Humus make the soil more fertile. Humus make the soil more fertile along with the right with mixed with the mix of minerals. Now humus. What do we mean by humus? The organic components of the soil framed by the decomposition of plant and animals remains is known as humus. Now factors of soil formation. There are 5 factors of the soil formation are there. First, parent rock. It determines color, texture, chemical properties, mineral component, etc. Second is relief. Relief where we say topography. Altitude and slope determine accumulation of soil. Steep slopes encourage soil erosion on steep slopes. The speed of water is doubled as compared to the gentler slope. Next one is climate. Climate introduces rainfall, temperature, and humidity. Rainfall, temperature, and humidity. It controls the type and effectiveness of weathering of parent material. Next is time. It determines thickness of the soil profile. Times determine the thickness of soil profile. And the next is flora and fauna and microorganisms. Flora and fauna and microorganisms, or we see natural vegetation also. These play an important role in soil formation. These play important role in soil formation and development. Organic matter after decomposition is called humus. It gets mixed with soil, thereby increasing its fertility. Now, measures of soil conservation. Sorry, diagram is there, soil profile diagram is there. Then you see humus, topsoil, subsoil, weather rocks, fragments, bedrock. Okay, it is the diagram of soil profile. Next one is degradation of soil. In degradation, major threats are there: soil erosion and depletion. Factors leading to the soil degradation. Which factors are responsible for the soil degradation? First one is deforestation. You know very well deforestation, cutting down of trees. Overgrazing also the factor of the soil degradation. Overuse of chemical fertilizers और pesticides. अगर हम chemical fertilizers और pesticide का ज़्यादा यूज़ करेंगे, that also degrade the soil. Rain wash, rain के द्वारा जो top layer of the soil वो remove हो जाती है, that also degradation of soil. Landslides and the floods, these are the factors of the degradation of the soil. Now next one is measures of soil conservation. Degradation we already read. Now conservation. How we have to conserve the soil? First one is mulching. Mulching, layer of the material applied to cover the bare ground between plants. Example, organic matter like straw are there. Uses to conserve moisture, to improve fertility of the soil, to reduce weed growth, जो अनवांटेड प्लांट्स होती हैं वो ग्रो नहीं कर पाते, टू इनहेंस द विजुअल अपील ऑफ द एरिया. Then in mulching, see diagram one time, mulching diagram. Sorry for this. Then next one is contour barriers. Contour means outer edge of something. Contour means outer edge of something. Contour farming. On slopy regions, crops can be planted along contour lines to show downflow of the water down the slope. Contour barriers are there. Stones, grass, soil are used to build barriers along contours. Trenches are made in front of the barriers to collect water. It prevents soil erosion. So diagram of these are contour slopes. Okay, and contour plowing is there. This type of plowing is in the most of the upland areas. You see these diagrams. Then here cultivation is contour plowing. Contour lines you see on the globe. जो कंटूर लाइंस होती हैं इस टाइप से अगर एग्रीकल्चर की जाएगी अपलैंड एरियाज में तो सोइल का इरोजन कम होगा. ओके, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल वाटर जो है ऊपर से फर्स्ट जो इसमें आएगा, आफ्टर दैट जो बैरियर्स होंगे इसमें, तो ये इट इज़ कंटूर प्लोइंग. ओके, कंटूर बैरियर्स आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड दैट स्टोन्स है, ग्रास है, सोयल आर यूज्ड टू बिल्ड बैरियर्स अलोंग कंटूर्स. ओके, next one is rock dams. Rock are piled up to slow down the flow of water. It prevents further soil losses. ये सोयल को इरोजन होने से भी बचाते हैं. सोयल को इरोजन होने से बचा देते हैं. रॉक डैम्स जो बनाए जाते हैं सोयल को इरोजन होने से बचाते हैं. नेक्स्ट वन इज टेरेस फार्मिंग. In this farming, broad steps or terraces are made on steep slopes. The flat surface is used for growing crops. It reduces surface runoff and soil erosion. ये जो होते हैं, जो टेरेस फार्मिंग होती है, ये पानी के जो फ्लो को जो होते हैं वो भी उसमें भी कम कर देते हैं पानी के फ्लो को. नाउ डायग्राम ऑफ दिस, वन इज देन रॉक डैम्स इन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड एंड राइट हैंड साइड टेरेस फार्मिंग इज देयर. ओके, इट इज डन, टेरेस फार्मिंग इज डन ऑन द हिली एरियाज. ये जो टेरेसेस होते हैं, जो स्टेयर फार्मिंग जिसको हम बोलते हैं, जो हमारी स्टेयर्स होती हैं इस टाइप की होती हैं. ओके, हम हिली एरियाज पर डायरेक्ट तो हम एग्रीकल्चर नहीं कर सकते, तो भी हम कर सकते हैं टेरेस फार्मिंग के द्वारा ही. ओके, यू सी इन दिस पिक्चर्स कि रॉक डैम्स कैसे होते हैं और टेरेस फार्मिंग कैसे होती है. नाउ नेक्स्ट वन इज इंटरक्रॉपिंग. इंटरक्रॉपिंग इज द मेथड of growing two or more crops on the same land. You see in picture also given in this intercropping. Two or more crops on the same land in the same growing period. Different crops are grown in alternate rows to protect the soil from rainwash. Generally, one is fast growing crop while the other takes longer time to mature. Other takes a longer time to mature. Now, next one is crop rotation. Crop rotation. In this method, different crops are grown in alternate ways. Each season or each year, this is crop, different crops and different elements from the soil. It improves soil structure and fertility. It improves soil structure and fertility. It helps to control weeds, pests and disease. Soil rotation helps to control weeds, pests and disease. Next one is shelter belt, and it is the last topic of this video. Shelter belt. When trees are grown in rows and columns to prevent winds, running water and even grazing of animals which cause damage to the soil, it is known as shelter belt. These are mostly built in the coastal and dry regions to check the spread of water and wind movement. It is also known as windbreaks. Thank you. In next video, we will learn about natural vegetation and wildlife.